So we would like to thank you for this interview and the chance that you give us to have a conversation with you. And we would like to, would you like to introduce yourself and what is Inga's Veggie Heaven, and give us a small description?
Okay, it's as the name says, I'm Inga, and it's a vegan and vegetarian restaurant. We make everything homemade. We make our bread, our cakes, and whatever is done here is our recipes that have become our recipes. I think that's it.
That's all. Yes. How and when did you decide to start a business, Inga's Veggie Heaven, as a business, let's say?
Okay, I was a home worker with my children and husband, of course, but I always had this desire to do something, and I love vegetarian food, so I thought that would be a great idea. Okay, it took me a long time to bring it to pass, but around 46, 47, I decided to go for it, and I opened this place, and I've been here ever since.
Ever since. So what were the greatest difficulties you found during this journey, let's say?
The greatest difficulties were because I had no idea what I was going into. That was the hardest, because I just came from my kitchen to this kitchen, and I treated it like my home, and I asked people to pay. But I learned on the way, it was really hard. It was hard keeping the home and this place as well, to keep the balance. It was hard in the beginning, yes.
And you've learned through the process to be a professional owner of a restaurant rather than...
Well, I'm on the way.
On the way, still going.
I'm still going, yes.
So did you study anything that has to do with this, or what else did you study during... Did you do something irrelevant?
No, I didn't. I didn't study anything that has to do with this. I had a very good cook at home. My mom was a great cook, and friends, let's say, they used to say to me that you cook really good. You should do something. And I think I took that just as an encouragement. Not because I was an expert. Definitely not. Burned a lot of things. A lot of cakes fell in the process. But yes, I think we're getting there. We make eatable things, tasty.
For sure. So how do you manage your business?
Okay, I'm no expert on that.
Of course.
I wish I would have had somebody to tell me, from the very beginning, and I would suggest anybody wanting to open up their business, not knowing anything about business, to seek advice. I would invest in themselves a bit, ask a lot of questions, and use it as as a guideline. It doesn't have to be exactly what people tell you, but at least, to have a broader view on what you're getting into.
Mm-hmm. So the question that is a hot topic nowadays. How do you balance work, personal life, and family?
I think you need to make a choice. I made a choice of working only during the day and keeping days off so that I could be with the family as well, because it's important to me, that it's not just about making money, it's about having everybody happy.
How many children do you have?
4.
4 of them.
Yeah.
So it's a quite difficult job to be a mom, a full-time mom, and
yes.
managing a restaurant, a successful
it was.
restaurant.
Okay, my kids were a little bit older. Let's say my young one was like 10 when I started. So the oldest was 20.
Okay.
So it wasn't, but they were all in the army, we had all these things as well. So it was a lot of running around.
A lot of running.
Yeah.
So, would you give some advice to other future women entrepreneurs that would like to have their own company or restaurant
Yes.
and to be self-employed?
Um,
Like the one you gave us before, that you have to know what you're getting into and have
Yes,
someone
yes.
to.
Yes, I would. I would definitely, if I would have known, most probably, if I would have known how difficult it was in the beginning, I might not have done it.
Mm-hmm.
But if I would have had good advice, in how to handle matters, because I felt I had to do everything by myself, So I would suggest, if you're young, maybe do it with a partner, or so you can share the hours, and have more free time with the family if you have young kids, or at least share the hours if you want to work at night, if you want to make it into a real profession, to be able to support your family maybe. Yes, I think anybody can do it as long as they've got the right people with them, I believe.
That's a nice advice, actually. So, thank you for it. Thank you for the interview.
Thank you for coming.